Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, soon-to-be admirers. I'm Eva Lamarr. Obviously, I thought to myself, the problem here is circumstantial. Always look without, never within. A little background on this. As a child, there were two fictional characters that to me represented the height of glamour and who I aspired to look like. One of them you may be able to guess. Feel free to guess. This is audience participatory. If it helps, anyone with an uncomplimentary guess will be fed to my man-eating plants after the show. And do I hear any guesses? Good audience. I have some aids for you in the form of costuming. Now, when I conceived the show, this second thing was to be a perfect replica of a crown worn by Eleanor of Aquitaine for her coronation in 1158. But they tell me I don't have the budget, and they got me this. Who am I? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, that's lovely, because didn't she play Eleanor of Aquitaine in The Lion in Winter? Very good guess. Very good guess. Anyone else? No, mutter, no. I'm going to be cutting you off now, or...
Evil Queen of Disney. Right, Evil Queen in some Disney.
Such a good audience. Such a good audience. It touches my heart what little there is of it. So, I find there is much to admire in both my heroines. One of them poisoned a younger rival using fruit after an unpleasant confrontation with a mirror. Perhaps not admirable in the traditional sense. However, I find, as a girl in show business, it's an interesting solution to a problem I have come across myself. My second inspiration, Morticia, TV version, to me represents the idealized daydream of the perfect state of matrimony. Oh yes. Your husband is filthy rich. He's your soulmate. He adores you. He kisses your arm every time you speak French. And I do, mes chéris. I do parle the français. It never works. The woods outside do not look friendly. Luckily, I packed provisions for just such an emergency. Okay, it's just 2 Hergé miniatures I swiped off the kitchen counter before I left the States. But if I am forced to spend the night in the woods, I will not starve. Unless the woods are filled with bears looking for a little Hershey snack. Or a larger Eva snack. Are there bears in Poland? Must Google this. Update to follow. Miss you. The circle is to indicate movement forward in time. Dear Rachel, now mes chéris, here's where I give you one of my patented international stereotypes. Because I feel as if the Poles have suffered, are used to it, and are generally blasé about such things. Because as the great train exodus was occurring, this was the general attitude of the Poles. Now, they weren't actually smoking, but it feels natural, so we're going to call it artistic license. So, we have to jump off the train, huh? Onto the pointy, sharp gray rocks below, and then cross the tracks, hoist ourselves onto the other train. Is the other train moving? No? Cool. Will we have to do this later, onto a third train? No? Cool. Castle ramparts. Ooh, statuary and building. Now, don't get the wrong idea. I did not make much of an effort myself. Apart from traveling 6,000 fucking miles. Have I mentioned that? And I have heard in the past that I can be a little demanding. So perhaps I had some unreasonable expectations. Like that he look at me once in a while. And most especially, there must be no exceptions made when the beautiful, traveling, Morticia-esque goddess has traveled, say it with me, how many miles? Thank you. Thank you. You must, Hungarian artist, make it clear, through subtle glances and the occasional spoken word, that not only is she not an inspiration to the piece being worked upon, but her very presence is actually hindering the process. Yes, mes chéris, you are face to face with the anti-inspiration. Thank you. Je ne veux pas travailler, je ne veux pas déjeuner, je veux seulement l'oublier, et puis je t'aime. Déjà j'ai connu le parfum de l'amour, 1 million de roses n'en vendrait pas autant. Mesdames et messieurs, my photos from my visit to the Rodin Museum. Nudes embracing. Nudes embracing. Nudes embracing, I think this one was called The Ravishment. Tell me if you see a theme developing here. We have some nudes. They are embracing. Ode to the waiters of the Montorgueil. Oh, waiters of the Montorgueil, your charms I have to sing. I drool as you approach us. Care not what food you bring. Dark hair, high cheekbones, edgy style, my order has to be. Put down those menus, plates, and trays, and put your hands on me. So, do you feel you're mastering the steps to becoming a true Parisian? Let's recap. First is the lip puff. To postscript, any revelation made to you, no matter how shocking or bizarre you may find it. The second would be the gracious acceptance of compliments. I find a beatific smile generally works. A smile that says both, thank you, and I know. It takes practice. Adrian, you're looking very nice this evening. Well, Adrian's smile signals more gastrointestinal issues than gracious acceptance. But like I said, practice. Adrian, this is your cue.